The late adopter, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamins and painkiller. The late adopter, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamins and painkiller.
Bam! The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily video. 9:30 Central European time. Every single day we do this video. We check the technical analysis. We look what's happening on the charts. Like it's going up, it's going to go down. You know, every single day. So that's why you need to subscribe to the channel. How's the chat doing? How's the chat doing? We are in the bear market technically. Yeah, we've been in the bear market. But you know, we are just right now coming to the terms that, you know, guys, it might be a bear market. Maybe it's a bear market, you know. Bruh, you're late. No, I'm not. Like 9:32 on the dollar, give or take. morning Martins, morning. Hi, how you guys doing? How's everybody? I'm 95% in USDT. What's the 500% in? What are you, the 5%? What's that in? That's what I'm wondering. I'm staking up USDC. In other news, my neighbor thinks it's okay to sing opera at 8:30. Man, that's how you wake up. You sing opera at 8:30. Like, that's a nice way to wake up. Morning, guys. Morning. How's everybody doing? Guys, give me a like. Yeah, it's only 10 likes and 69 people here, so like 1/10 of the less than that. 8% of people are actually. Will there ever be a divergence fake out? Working on strategy with MI and RSI, you think the signals will ever fake out on RSI? Sure, man, why not? I don't know. If you figure it out, you tell me, because I don't know. Say some for when we are at 200 weekly MA. Okay, guys, we're gonna do. Are you ready for the technical analysis on Bitcoin? What's happening? Are you ready to hear the news or lack of news? Because right now minus 0.26%. Anyways, let's get the charts and see what's actually happening right now. So what the first thing you'll notice is on this chart, this is a Bitfinex chart, and technically we are getting rejected by the 10 and 20 moving average. Technically we retested it. We are not getting rejected yet. We retested the 10 and 20 moving average. You can see here, this is 10 and 20 moving average. We retest. Now this is actually a bad thing, because you know you want to get it back above it as soon as possible, because you got one rejection, two rejections, third try to get it back above it, failed and went down. Now we're trying to get it back above it again. We're hitting the resistance. If you start getting if you start getting pushed down, we will start going to, because right now everything is broken, everything down here is broken. This actually we managed to climb back, you know, but if you break this for the second time down here, and we being pushed down by moving averages, eventually we'll drop like a rock. We'll drop like a rock, guys. We'll drop like a rock. This just bleeding to the downside right now. Now on this chart, on Bitfinex chart, it looks like we closed right below the 20 moving average. But if you look at the Binance chart, let's just move now. You can see this line where we closed technically below the 20 moving average, but you know, on the new day we closed above the 20 moving average. Let's see over here. Wait. Yeah, we closed below the 20, but we opened above 20 moving average. Technically speaking, you know, we opened above the 20 moving average today, but still it doesn't show a lot of bullishness. We are not pumping some crazy number. We didn't pump right above it, you know, and pulled back, but still 16 hours left. A lot can happen in 16 hours, so you know, this is a probability to actually just continue going down. But it does not look favorable. Doesn't matter how you look at it, what kind of metrics you look at, it does not look favorable at all, because we are just getting a rejection by right now by rejection. And this rejection, usually these things like price tries to keep up the try to break up the break above the moving averages. And if here, like, I think there is some kind of falling wedge over here happening that might actually help us get above it, but if you get some kind of big rejection down here, we might actually fall below these levels down here at 31,000. If we fall below these 31,000 levels, probability is like we're gonna have a big dump down here, big dump. So let's try to find out if there is some kind of a wedge going on over here in this last part. Let's see in the 4 hourly. Is there some kind of falling wedge going on here? What you guys think? Is there some kind of falling wedge going on here? Because you could argue that there is, but you can also argue that there isn't. The better scenario was this this triangle, right? The triangle was a better scenario, but this wedge might also, I don't know, I think it's just too big of a wedge, like it's hard to argue that this is something decent that should be maybe something like this, right? Maybe, but then it breaks all kinds of lines, maybe give or take. Maybe it's some kind of a falling wedge, right? Maybe it's some kind of falling wedge, but if you start falling again below some kind of 31 levels down here again, that's gonna beat. I think that's gonna beat if you start falling, because there is no way to go. If you go for the third time, like test these levels down here, something like that, and bounce off of that, then that might be the bottom. But right now, it does not look like that's gonna be the case. It does not look like that's gonna be the case. You can see on this chart over here that we are still in the channel. We did hold the 32,000, guys, 32,259. This level down here, we did hold that. That support was really important. You see these channel lines. These channel lines and this channel line down here did hold the 32,259 weekly support, held like what, very nicely on the dollar, hold it very nicely. We pumped up back to the triangle right now, and right now getting rejected. So if you start getting rejected down here, if we close below this level, I think the dumpage will commence like crazy. So if you fall back below 32,871, not only if you fall back, but if we close below that level, if we go down here and we close below 32,871 now, that's gonna be terrible for price, and we just might actually even break the 32,259. We might even will this actually happen? Because today is Saturday, so Saturday, Sunday, maybe this week, maybe next week, if we break this level. I think right now the 32,871 is a lot more important than 32,259, because if you break the 32,871, you're technically again creating a lower low, which is actually a bad thing, right? Technically a bad thing. You're creating a lower low, so you don't want to do that. But if you do that, that might actually push it all the way again below the weekly close, and start falling through the resistance. Now there is a lot of support below us right now. We got still this support here, this support, down support here, over here we got some kind of supports. There are all kinds of supports down here, so the moon won't just drop like a brick. I think if you want to see that like big dump or something like that, the price going just something like this, I think the first thing first, we gotta go below the we gotta go below this level over here. We gotta go below this level, 32,870, right? We gotta go below that level, and I think if we start slowly going down to that level and we break that already here, we might start getting a big moves to the downside. Because let me just move it a little bit so you can see nicer. Already between these levels, between this support and this support, there might be some kind of a play, but as soon as we start falling down here, it might actually drop quite fast. I don't know, maybe it's just gonna drop quite fast after 32,870, but it's hard to tell. But it is really important support right now. It is really important support right now, and if we start dropping below that, it's not gonna be a good thing. It's not gonna be good. Looks to too long for a wedge, in my opinion. Yeah, that's very Andre. That's a very good thing. It looks too long for a wedge. Yeah, Andre has got it. Andre's got you guys. Here's a pro tip for you guys. When the wedge looks something like this, it looks like very long. Sometimes it's even longer, right? It looks very long. Sometimes it becomes even longer, something like that, right? Probabilities, it's not a wedge. Wedges don't usually are this long. They are more narrowish or something like that. It's hard to explain, but when you got a like really long, big you know, wedge that's going into forever, right? It's usually not the case. I don't know why, but it's usually not the case. I don't know why. But I think Andre also saw that one. I think Andre also saw that one. That's why I'm just thinking like it's not actually the case. The triangle is a lot better of you know, it's a lot more it's a lot better option, because we drop down below the support. We're right now going for a retest and might actually continue dropping down. So if this for example, if this triangle is to work, you know, play out, it should be something like down here at 28,000-29,000. That will bring us below these levels. Now if it does bring us below these levels, you know, we got support down here. If you get to that support, if that support breaks, you might even fall down 26,000, something like that. So you know, we are living on the edge of everything right now. Definitely living on the edge of everything right now. You can see here on the, not on the 4-hourly. Let's see how the 4-hourly is actually looking on the moving averages, just over here. Above 10 and 20 moving average, but you know, 50, 100 is actually getting us down. So we are not actually above all these moving averages on 4-hour, which is not actually a good thing. Let's see, 1 hour. It should be 100. Yeah, soon it looks like it might actually go there. Is there some kind of a rising wedge up here? Is there some kind of rising wedge up here? Can we call the rising wedge up here? No, it's more like a channel or something. Maybe there's some kind of rising wedge that's gonna drop any second now, just by looking on the 1 hourly. But you know, it doesn't seem like it's maybe it's some kind of a really weird rising wedge. Maybe some kind of really rising wedge, and we're gonna just looking to drop down to the downside. Let's look at a 4-hourly. 4-hourly is not actually that good. 4-hourly is more like a channel. More like a channel, I think. Yeah, 4-hourly looks like a channel. It really doesn't matter. The daily moving averages are actually pushing us down. The 10 and 20 moving averages pushing us down. You know, failure, cannot get above it. Now I think we're getting some kind of retest, and if you fail to get above it right now over here, you know, you start getting red candles, it's gonna be terrible. And once you pass down this level at 81,000 something, 82,000, that's 82,000 on Bitfinex, but on yeah, 82,800 on Binance. If you go below this level and close below this level, I think it's gonna be terrible. I think it's gonna be terrible for the price, and the price will actually jump further down. Either way, however you look at it, right now looks terrible. Looks like a bear market. We are in bear market. Yeah, we called bear market like 2 days ago. It took like 2 months, but yeah, we're calling the bear market right now. But now that we are calling the bear market, of course, what's gonna happen? We're gonna go up. Anyways, guys, what do chat thinks about this? When determining support resistance, you need to have 2 candles at the same level. Well, you know, if the let me see if I can find something. I'm just looking right now to find. Let me see some nice move that I can explain. Okay, over here. Luna, doesn't matter what it is. Luna, let's check out Luna. So the Andre said, asked, when determining support resistance, you need to have at least 2 candles at the same level. Yeah, I do, because you can see here the price is going up. You cannot say that this is resistance or it's creating resistance. You cannot say that this other one is creating resistance. There will always be 2 candles, red or green or red. It's only when you get these changes that it creates a resistance. this is creating resistance, this is creating resistance, this is creating resistance, and so forth. But you will there will be nowhere where there will be only one candle, right? There is no such thing as one candle, you know, one candle. These one candles only happen at the end of it, but everywhere you see there is two candles. This is not resistance, not support. This is nothing. These candles, these 4 candles or 5 candles, they should be regarded as just one candle. Just one candle all the way through, and there is only support here and there is a resistance up here. Between this there is nothing, because they are same color. So same color candles should be regarded as one candle, I think technically speaking. Maybe a layers drop, maybe not, maybe we hoped it's a layers drop. Of course, we always hoped for the best outcome. I always come whenever the stream is done. I'm early for the first time. Nice, man, nice you made it early. I don't know if you are early, but you know, the stream is actually technically done. We're done with the technical analysis, so I'm just taking the questions and we are done. I switched to KuCoin or started using it because I stored the USDC in the Algo network, which is a lot faster and cheaper than ERC20. Yeah, maybe it is. I see a lot of people using KuCoin. I think that's because they are in the US. I feel bullish for the year still. How can you feel bullish? Like even the long-term chart, you know, the moving averages on long-term chart is right now, you know, the only thing we have is the 50 moving average. Guys, if you drop below the 50 moving average down here, that's around 31,000. If you drop close below the 50 moving, you know, that's gonna be difficult to get above. Here's the problem: on the long term, if you are interested in the long term, you got this support here at 32,000, right? And you got the 50 moving average. That's it, guys. That's it. If you fail this down here, that's why we've been staying for this long down here at these levels, right? Because we hit a really important support. We do not want to, under any circumstances, break this support, because if this supports if this supports fail and we go down from here, right, it's gonna be terrible, right? So you don't want to break the support to the downside. You don't want to break the support to the downside. And right now, what we are seeing on the daily chart is that, you know, the support might actually break. You can see here the 2 lines on the daily chart. That's why we're saying that these 2 supports down here, it's really important, really important. Like, yeah, so if you start getting pushed down and the support fails, because right now you can see that the moving average is right coming for us, it's pushing the price down. So one of 2 things is going to happen. We're going to either hold the support and break the moving averages and continue going up, and that's going to be bullish, or we break the support and it's bearish. So it's, you know, it doesn't have a lot of time left. It doesn't have a lot of time, definitely a lot of time. Yeah, the 50 moving average right now turning, so I don't think we're gonna be, maybe might test even 50. This might actually go forever, maybe something like this, and you know, continue down, but it's difficult to say. It's difficult to say what's going to happen, but you know, this is the support. These are the resistance right now, 20 moving average especially. So if you start breaking the support, it's going to be bad. And for the long term, breaking this support for the long term, it's kind of game over. It's kind of game, especially if you break it close down here and you do not get back right above it on the next scan. Like, that's going to be terrible. Because if you do not get back, that means that you are failing to get back above it, and you are seeing a further down move. So I think this support over here is like ultimate last bit of defense that we have, and if that fails, like everything fails. Thanks for the explanation. You're welcome. CK is on holiday. Guy made the money in the bull market, now he can go to holiday, man. When will you shave? Never. I like this, man. I like this. When I'm maybe like when I'm 8 years old or something like that. Head and shoulders on hourly, starting June 22. Left shoulder including wick broke down, retested and already going. Head and shoulder hourly. Hourly head and shoulder. (22nd June). Left shoulder including wick broke down, retest and already going down. So something like this. You think it's a head and shoulder? It's really steep line to be head and shoulder. I think it's the line. I think the line is too steep. I think so. I mean, it could be like head and shoulders, right? Give or take, right? Give or take, something like this over here. Yeah, we're just gonna draw it like this. Something like this, man. Beard market. Are we going to have an altcoin analysis video? What kind of altcoins do you want to know about? We do altcoins on Patreon, that's enough. The shoulder is bigger than the head, so no head and shoulder. No, it's not bigger than the head, you know. The shoulder is bigger than the head. Or this shoulder, you mean? Yeah, maybe it is, but just by looking at the difference. But technically it's not, because you know the psychology behind the head and shoulder is, you know, you try to move up above a certain level, you fail. You try to move up above that, you made a higher high, that's good. And then you try it for the third time, and then you fail getting above that level, and then you break on the downside, right? So that's the psychology. The fact that this line, this shoulder over here is bigger than this one doesn't really matter, as long as you know, shoulder resistance, head is higher than the shoulders. Head is higher than the shoulder. That's the point. That's the point. Because psychologically, like, you try higher, failed. Okay, bam, down. You know, that's the psychology behind it, right? So technically, how long this shoulder, how big this shoulder is, it doesn't see. How to see lower low, higher high? You watch the chart and you see which one is high. This is high, this is lower high, this is lower high, this is lower high, you know. Your beard is bearish. This is a weird looking head and shoulder. Yeah, it's a weird looking head. You know, we take anything we can get, man. XRP. Do you think the Grayscale BTC release will affect the market, or is it already priced in? Since people anticipate it and know about it, yeah, it's already priced in. Everything is priced in, guys. Everything is priced in. Any kind of news are already priced in. Rumors are already priced in. As soon as the rumor comes, you know, people say, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news. Rumors are already priced in. But, you know, it's still going to pop. What's not, even the thought, the idea, when you think about something, like think about Ethereum, oh guys, maybe Ethereum is gonna come up with idea that they are gonna, you know, make some third layer, and you know, it's gonna change totally how the fast the transactions are going, you know, and the gas fees are gonna go down to basically zero. That's gonna explode it here. When you get the idea itself, even the idea is priced in, because somebody gets the idea and already starts buying. As soon as somebody gets idea that something might happen, that's when the pricing starts. The idea starts, then the rumor comes. Hey guys, I think maybe they're here, and you know, the last part of the, you know, pricing in comes in, and when the news come out, it's already priced in a long time. But the pricing starts when somebody gets the idea about something, right? That's when the pricing starts in. Because imagine right now Buffett sitting there in his office in Omaha, and he's thinking about buying some company, you know, and he sees this company that has a really nice prospect. I think, what if they change their CEO and got this guy CEO, and that would like get this company to be like 10 times more worth just by changing it. As soon as he gets this idea, he already starts thinking like, okay, maybe I should invest in this, and he starts investing. So that basically it's already start being priced in. As soon as somebody gets the idea about something, it's already starting being priced in. What patterns do you see on the 15-minute chart? Short-term pump. 15. Why are you looking at 15-minute chart, man? There is nothing on the 15-minute chart. Let's see a 15-minute chart. It's above all the moving average. We are watching this line. I think it is some kind of channel or something like that over here going on. Maybe some kind of channel or something, some kind of wedge. I'm not quite sure what to say about this. but fail up here right now. It's hard to say on 50-minute chart. 30-minute chart looks more bearish than 50-minute chart. But I don't think we should be using all of down here. This is already failed. Maybe some kind of expanding channel, broadening channel, right? But this is a reversal channel, just like rising wedge or descending wedge. I don't know. Short term, we are sitting at resistance. That's the problem. Like here is a 50, 100 moving average on 4 hourly, 200 moving average on 1 hourly. On the daily, we are just below the 10 and the 20 moving average. So we are sitting below the resistance now. So now it's not the time to go long, at least, because you're sitting on the below the resistance. Only if you break the resistance to the upside and find some kind of support up here. That's the time to go long. But right now it's actually time to go short, not long, because you're hitting the resistance. I have money ready to drop, but I'm still in business too. You are the most honest here on YouTube. No, there are the honest people on YouTube, man. You just have to find them. Theoretically, would the first drop is a giant shoulder? Theoretically, would the first drop is a giant shoulders? Not sure what you meant by that. 50-minute forming right shoulder. 50-minute chart forming right shoulder. Ah, you mean like... yeah, maybe it is. These patterns work on all time frames, guys. These patterns works on all time frames. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then we drop down something like this over here, right? Theoretically speaking, the drop in May 2021. I mean, invert head and shoulders or something like that. I don't know. You said long-term bearish. If broken, then BTC will not come again to its all-time high. I don't think so. If we break this, support down here, guys. If we break the support. This support here, if we break these two lines on the downside, and if this is the weekly chart, if 1 week we break on downside and the next week we go up, but we fail to get back above him, and maybe even third week we failed to get above him, then I will maybe you're kind of losing hope. So maybe like after the first week that you fail to break break the downside, you got to, doesn't matter, this might actually just continue going down, right? The next week just might continue going down, but the first time, third week might continue, but the first time you go and test this this level as a support, and you fail to test, and the test fails, you get rejected by it, and on the next candle as well, you start going to continue going on. This is a failure. That's means rejection, and then you can say like, yeah, long term, like there is no way you're getting up to these levels anytime soon, but depends on how fast this retest goes. It all depends on how the fast retest goes. If the retest just goes down, right back up, and then fails, like you can say within a couple of weeks that, yeah, this is finished. But if it goes down and goes right back above it, that's actually support holding, that's actually bullish and it can continue going up. So a lot can happen, but we still haven't broken this last bit of support over here that's been holding for a very, very long time. Because if you see down here, after that on the moving averages, you gotta go down to 20,000. Also here up 20,000, that's the next support. So between these two supports on long-term chart, that's between 30,000 and 20,000. That's a big drop over here. So if we start breaking these levels, like probability that we're gonna get eventually to 20,000 is pretty big, guys. It's pretty big. So long-term gonna be very right now I'm already bearish. I said like he bought in last stream and the stream before that, and I mentioned it earlier that you know, we are bearish right now. We are in bear market, so technically this is a bear market. It's a prolonged downtrend. So you know, maybe it's some kind of mini bear market, but still bear market, you know. And if you start going up from here, I'm gonna call it bull market, you know. But right now this over here is bear market, bull market, mini bear market, maybe some kind of bull market, but you know, called for what it is. And right now it's a bear market. If you just call it like bear market, you're gonna be a lot more relaxed, you know, because you know you will try to look for the downside. But if you are if you're in the bear market trying to look for the upside, you know, you will always get disappointed. But if you're in a bear market trying to look to the downside, you will always get like be relaxed. House of Good Vibes, $2 Canadian, TLI, any decent TA guys you recommend? Yeah, sure man, sure. Who do I recommend as a decent TA guy? Wait a second, guys. I'm still here, guys. I'm still here. I haven't gone nowhere, you know. I haven't gone nowhere. There we go. Something like this over here. Let me just make it smaller. Server connection error, yeah, whatever. I like CryptoNoop. I think CryptoNoop does okay. This guy over here, he is okay. I like his patterns, you know, he always finds some nice ideas. So he's fine. The moon call, everybody knows about it. Now I just want to say this, although you know, he start with the nice meme things. He's really only showing the trades. He's showing his Bybit link. He is showing just patterns, you know, the ribbons and stuff like that. But if you look at some live streams where he does actually tech analysis and stuff like that, he actually knows how to do tech analysis. So he's okay. Then you got venture capital, not venture capital. Crypto venture capital, what is called, this guy. He also knows his stuff. I think he also is good. And everybody else I know, everybody else, who more? Just off my head. The $1 million, nah, they're not. CryptoFace, nah, I don't like CryptoFace. The moon scam, guys. Nah, the moon is not scam. He knows his stuff, man. Is your beer a hit amongst girls? Yeah, it is among my wife. Wife likes it, so it's okay. Crypto Savvy is TA. Yeah, but I don't like his TA. DL, what do you think regarding for me daily head and shoulders? I don't see daily head and shoulders. Like it's really weird head and shoulders. I don't think there is any kind of head and shoulder or head and shoulders over here. It's still no head and shoulders. We're just talking about it, you know. Maybe in some kind of you know, real weird world, but you know, crypto banter is a very funny. I don't like it. Yeah, crypto banter. You know, there are guys, you know, doing. There are guys doing Mikuji crypto, yeah. Of course, Mikuji crypto. Mikuji crypto, always a good guy, always decent TA. crypto trading, yes, he's really great. Yeah, the problem I have with most of the other tech analysis is you know, they are relying too much on indicators and stuff like that. So there are some guys that are doing actually quite good on trading and stuff like that, but you know, I don't like their TA. I don't like how they you know, figure out the moves. I don't like the indicators. I don't like the Fibonacci's, the Elliott waves and stuff like that. There is very few guys who are actually doing very simple TA that I actually enjoy. Crypto is a scam. Nah, he just pushing his channel, man. Crypto is good with patterns. So you know, if you want to figure out if it's head and shoulders or a rising wedge of or a triangle, you can go to Crypto show, and you know, he'll probably know about the pattern. He'll probably know about the pattern. Crypto Kirby is awesome too. Nah, don't like it. Crypto Sauce French. No, don't like it. I love Fibs though. So good. Yeah, everybody loves Fib. Why don't you like the Fib? I explained so many times. I have Fibs, man. But I never use Fibs. When did you see me use Fibs, man? Why would I want to use Fibs? If you want to see some kind of, you know, or if you want to see some kind of pullback, you know, because Fibs are usually used to figure out the you know, the retracement, right? 0, 6, 0, 7, whatever retracement, right? How far down you're gonna go? You see here this retracement and first down to 0.32 or whatever. But why would you wanna use Fibs for retracement when you know, you already have the best kind of, you know, retracement that is possible, and that's the moving averages, right? The moving averages. So why would you want to use a retracement? Now, there is some kind of idea that you can use Fibonacci's for the extension, right? For the extension, but that's when you have nothing left. You're at an all-time high. The price is going skyrocket, parabolic. You just want to figure out where the next thing is. There is no patterns that you can use to the upside because all the patterns are broken. Then you use Fibonacci's, and I did use a couple type Fibonacci in the bull market because you know, you're going above all-time high, you know, breaking all kind of levels. But on the downside, retracement stuff like that, nah. Bitboy does not know TA. No, Bitboy doesn't know TA. He's just using other people's TA. Ashke is obsessed with TLA. And his beard. Nice. It's okay, man. Chart patterns. Chartpatterns.com is a good study guide. Yeah, there are a lot of good, like, you don't have to do all much. You just go like chart patterns. You know, you're gonna find a lot of not here. Chart patterns. You know, and you're going to images, you're going to find a lot of patterns and how they form. The problem is that people are taking this way too seriously. They every single one of these patterns over here, right? There's a reason why they are stopping a certain level, why they are forming. Like I don't know why this is. There is a psychological reason for every single one of these patterns. Open image, new tab, like over this, right? This is a triple bottom. Like, it doesn't have to get on the same line, but it has to be and these triple bottom have to happen around certain support. So you first have to identify certain support before you can say, okay, now because first fail, second fail, third fail. This can also all be looked at inverse head and shoulders, triple bottom. Triple bottom is actually okay. Here's the triple bottom where is actually this is inverse head and shoulder, but inverse head and shoulders is acting exactly as a triple bottom, but triple bottom is actually touching the line while this is actually failing and then getting back above it. So these two, psychologically speaking, the inverse head and shoulders, triple bottom or triple top with head and shoulders are technically the same kind of pattern, but people are just looking at a different kind of way. Usually the triple top is hitting some kind of resistance here at the top at the same level, while this is actually happening when we are trying to make a new higher high and failing that. But you know, psychologically that's why failing. Double top and double bottom, same thing. You are hitting some kind of resistance on the top or on the bottom. That's why you have you know, first try, second try, and then you bounce back above it again. The diamonds usually happen when there's some kind of divergence down here and a change of the moving averages. When the price goes creating higher lows and then tries to get up, but it fails, but it goes down again. You know, it creates this expanding and converging thing, but usually it's a play around moving average. The way I see it is play around moving averages, and it holds the moving average and then jumps above the moving averages and it goes up, but the fact that it actually bounces hard over here and then doesn't bounce that much hard here. Actually, technically, it should be actually just a triangle. I don't think there is any kind of things as a diamond pattern. This just actually play on the moving averages. When price goes down, it starts dropping down, and then finds some kind of support, and then it starts climbing up again, and stuff like that. Cup and handle. I have actually a video on explaining the cup and handle. Yeah, but all chart patterns has a psychological reason for why they are being formed, and they do form on all kind of time frames. Tiela, do a podcast with other TA guys. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, but I don't want to do that. Satoshi Stacker seems quite good. Yeah, I've been watching also Satoshi Stacker, but the problem with all of these guys, Satoshi Stacker. Even Satoshi Stacker,
Congratulations to everyone who did that. But
it's this over here. Like he uses like too many indicators, too many stuff, too many signs. Yeah, just to give people something new to watch. Here's Bollinger Bands. Here's this. Here's that. Here's log chart. Here's eventually like it's like, man, chill down. You don't need all of that. It gets too much. It's totally not needed. It's just like you're trying to find some kind of a mathematical formula for whether the price is gonna go up or down, and there is no such thing, unfortunately. So Satoshi Stacker, is he good or not? Depends, but I don't like his TA. Hi Barry, check out Trader's Reality. He only uses moving averages. He does. If he does, man, I'm gonna sub immediately. Trader's Reality. What's his call? The trading crypto. How does the market move? Outstanding. What's moving in crypto?
Wrong. Why?
Well, I won't say he only uses moving averages, because the chart is pretty ugly.
Pay attention to. When you buy something, what has to happen? Line. Well, it's a bullish candle. You've got the utility of the coin. Because they want to get back into the idea of how great it.
I wouldn't say it only uses moving averages, man. You almost got me there, and if he had used only moving averages, I would sub immediately, but unfortunately he doesn't. What is the blue and purple moving average in your one-day view that are about to cross, and what do you mean? Blue and purple. Oh, this it means nothing. This is a daily chart. This is 100 moving average. This is 200 moving average. This is what people have been watching. The that cross. That's a 50 over 100. But 100 over 200 moving average is nothing. It's nothing. It's just normal cross. It's a more bearishness. Of course, it's more bearishness, but it's a normal cross. And once this happens, then you have 10, 20. Then you are definitely downtrend. Just like in an uptrend. Look here, guys. When you are in uptrend, you got this 10 moving average, 50, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 moving average. They're lined up, right? That's uptrend. And when you are in downtrend, you got a 10, 20, 50, 100 and 200 moving average. So 100, 200. So that's gonna happen. So that's a definitive. That is really hard to say that you are in a bull market, or still when you got all the moving averages going in the upside direction, right? Very hard thing to say. Guys, you wanna watch something nice? Where is it? Let's start over here. Yeah, this is nice. Should probably have some music. When I become rich, I'll take you out for a beer. You're cool. Thanks. This is why I like moving averages, guys. Why don't you like using RSI? I love using RSI, man. But it says limited uses. RSI is fine, man. I got RSI. I just don't get that. What's not to get, man? Moving averages. How they move in relation to the price. What Ivan Attack does. Binary. What does Ivan Attack do? So you can also look at the, how the price is actually using moving averages as support and resistance. Once you understand that, price is actually using moving averages as support and resistance, it will be a lot easier to figure out where the support and resistance are, because you got several type of support and resistances. You got a horizontal, you got a moving averages, you got a trend lines, right? Beside that, there is not really a lot of other moving, support and resistance. People are adding Fibonacci's as support and resistance. That's why I don't use them, because I think they are bogus. People are adding some kind of other kinds of stuff. Please explain what you offer on Patreon. $2. Thanks, man. I'll do that. But yeah, but it is working. You see here in an uptrend how this is the bull market starting. You see in the bull market how the white the fast moving average is going up right now, hitting the top over here slowly, and right now the bull market kind of fails. Now it tries to get up and tries to pull it down again. Now we are crossing with all the moving average to the downside. So how much down this is gonna go doesn't matter. But this is definitely bearish trend, especially over here. Downtrend started right now. Pull on. Can this go up again? Sure, it can go up again, but it can take a while as well. It can take a while as well. Bro, which city are you based in? Oslo, Norway. So on Patreon, the Patreon crash course, Patreon. There's a tech analysis crash course for everybody who want to learn the basics of tech analysis, how to figure out support and resistance, how to figure out good buy opportunities versus bad buy opportunities, how to figure out not to go into the buy the top of the coins. Because if you remember, guys, Ethereum Classic, I was making videos up here. I was telling people like, hey guys, maybe, I know bull market is not over, but maybe this is right now, it's gonna have some kind of correction. Ethereum Classic, Engine Coin, right? All of these coins, we've been talking about, even BTT with, here at the top we are making the videos telling people like, guys, maybe you should not be buying up here, No, it's gonna go up to the moon. It's already on the moon. When it's already on the moon, what you gonna do? So I made tech analysis crash course to explain to people like basics of how to figure out bullishness versus bearishness, how to figure out good buys versus bad buys. It's not for day trading. It's not for day trading. It's not for, what am I gonna say? It's not for swing trade. It's more like investing kind of mindset. Like you look at a big picture, figure out good buys, bad buys, and stuff like that, right? So it goes very into the very core of what the tech analysis is about. Candlesticks, support, resistance, trend lines, patterns, moving average, very basic thing. How to use time frames, RSI, MACD, volume, and how to analyze in the chart. And this is just the basics of the course, right? And then we got all other kinds of content that's gonna come out, right? That's actually explaining more in depth, now you figure out it's at the bottom, when to buy at the bottom, how to buy, what kind of other things to look for, confirmation and stuff like that, right? But basically it doesn't revolve around the day trading on swing trading or something like that. It revolves more about reading the chart, figuring out bullishness versus bearishness, just like right now on Bitcoin. How do you figure out, how do I know that this, when you look at a chart, how do you know that this is bearish or bullish, right? The first indication should come when you're looking at the moving averages. Being below all the moving averages on the daily chart, that's bearish. You can hope that it's gonna go up, but that's bad, you have to understand that being below the moving averages, you cannot put your money on hope that, yeah, it's low enough. Low enough doesn't cut it, you know. Low enough doesn't cut. You have to be some kind of supports. You have to take some kind of risk and so forth and so forth. So it's a basic things, basic things like patterns and stuff like that when things are gonna go. Because I understand that a lot of people, especially during the bull market, people are coming to my channel and not understanding the basics, like the moving averages, the patterns. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? When is the confirmation? Like, so I thought, like, I'm gonna make a course and teach people the basics to understand how to read the charts, because a lot of people are not interested in day trading. They're just interested in investing, but they invest up here, right? And they don't invest down here, right? They think you know, down here they think, you know, it's going to zero. Up here they think it's going to go up to 1 million, you know. So some kind of a mindset has changed, has to come to understand that, you know, some levels, even though we are sitting down support, some, you know, this might actually be a good long trade, but you have to understand the risk implying and where the supports are, because you have to understand the supports, because if you buying on the support, if the support breaks, you gotta get out, right, and so forth and so forth and stuff like that, right? But it is basically for people that you know, don't know much about tech analysis and want to learn it. But even though if you do know tech analysis and you are failing to do it correctly, that's for you, because you are probably doing it wrong way. If we break under 30k decisively, where's the bottom? If we break under 30k, there is no such thing as a bottom, man. There is a lot of resistances. The first thing first, we're gonna get we established certain supports below us. The first support is at 32. If we break 32.8, that what we've been talking about today, if we break the 32.8,000, we are likely going down. That's going to create another low and so forth and so forth, right? We want 32.259 to hold. That's the weekly support, and these are supports. So we got this support down here, the next support, this support and this support. And what I said yesterday, like, we don't actually know which support is gonna hold. What we know, there are supports down there. So every time you are at support, that's why people are buying supports, because they are hoping that it's gonna hold, you know. And you know, if it fails, you know, they get out. But we know where the supports are, but we don't know which support is gonna hold. So technically it can go down to 29, 26, or even down as low down as 20k. I'll show you on the weekly time frame. On weekly time frame, if we start breaking these levels up here, we can go down to 100 moving average, or this support down here around 20k. So it is possibility, but it might take a little while to get there, but still it is a possibility to go down to 20k if we start breaking this support up here. Eventually, you need to change the number. They are the number from 2 days ago. It's not horizontal support. You need to change the number. They are the numbers from 2 days ago. It's not horizontal. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's in the ballpark area. I understand that it's not horizontal support. It does change, but you know, I don't want to change that. It's in the ballpark area. So what he's saying that you know, the just remove these over here. So what he's saying, these numbers are not correct because they are 2 days ago. So yeah, sure. No, this is actually to the here. This is actually correct. This should be up down here, and this should be over. This is always the same. These two should be, yeah, these two are correct. 26.7 and 29.2. Yeah, whatever. They change. I understand that. Ichimoku trading, any option late adopter? No. Ichimoku is just like mix of several others indicators, you know, into one. But I haven't used that much. I try to look at it, right? But I don't like complex indicators. I don't like. Why don't you like crypto savings TM? No special reason. Like he's probably doing his thing, you know, but he's using also like the you know, volume indicator and Fibonacci's and stuff like that. Like it just doesn't. Anybody using this this thing over here on the side, this VPVR, I just automatically just click off, you know. because they don't understand support and resistance. If they did understand support and resistance, they wouldn't be using it, you know. Yeah, you can bash me for that, you know, and say whatever you want to say, but you know that's my thing, you know. There is actually, because the reason they're using the volume indicator on the side, right? The reason they're using it is they establish the areas of support and resistance, right? But the problem is, like, why would you want to do that when you already know where the supports are? And not only do you know where the supports are, you know where the supports are on the dollar. Because when you are using the where is it, volume profile, when you are using this when you are using the volume profile, you don't actually know where the that's what we custom say. Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of settings you use. People use it for support and resistance. It's terrible. Like over here, sure, it shows you this line over here, but you already know that there's support, resistance over here. You don't need this indicator down up here to tell you there is a resistance up here. Not only that, this doesn't actually show you on the dollar where the support is. It doesn't show you on the dollar where the support is. I'm showing you on the dollar where the price is gonna hit, where the price is gonna start. If you start falling down, that's the support. Because if you are a trader, if you cannot just say, oh, in the ballpark area up here it's gonna stop. No, that doesn't work like that. You gotta have a trend line. You have a decent trend line, so you know when exactly the price will actually return back. You have to know exact line where the resistance is, not ballpark area. Ballpark area, the areas does not work, right? You have to know exactly on the dollar where the resistance and supports are. Once you know that, it's gonna be a lot easier to figure out, you know, where the price might actually change, what type price might do, and so forth and so forth. The late adopter, do you consider yourself a trader or a hodler? More a hodler investor. That's my support, at least. Give me a shout out. That's my support, at least. 100 MA, 200 MA about to cross on daily chart. What would you say about that? It's bearish. It's a bearish move. It's a bearish move. Yeah, it's redundant using the VAP, and the same way that it's redundant to use the the volume chart. It's also redundant to use the Fibonacci's, because most people use Fibonacci's for Fibonacci retracement, and when you have the moving averages. There is no need for Fibonacci retracement, because you already have the support and resistance. Fibonacci they're using Fibonacci to establish the support and the resistance. But you already got the supports, right? You already got the supports on the moving averages. You got the support on the horizontal lines, and so forth and so forth. There's also so much supports, but no, you are ignoring everything, and then you are adding your own supports that are, taken out of the air. Say like over here it must. There is no reason at 0.38 that it must stop. TLR look at forming bigger head and shoulders after big dump. Yeah, people will be talking about the daily head and shoulders, but I don't know. Buy early a week, make 9% or more dump. It's the only way to make a buck now. I like it for retracement either, but I like to establish resistance on the way up and project price targets. Yeah, like Fibonacci. I also said that if you're gonna use Fibonacci, like for extensions, maybe, because up here, where is the support up here? You cannot use any kind of horizontal lines. You can maybe use some kind of a trend lines or so, but once you break the trend line, what's the next support and what's the support between the trend line over here, between the trend line, like it's really hard to figure out, right? So there are all kind of trend line that goes right above over here, but figuring once you get above all-time high, like it's really hard to figure out where the next move is. Then you can be looking at some kind of patterns, and it goes up here, and then it starts creating new pattern. Then you look for the new pattern and so forth, and that's how it climbs. And usually that's the correct way to do it. Like you look for pattern after pattern after pattern and how it climbs, right? But in these kind of cases, maybe the extension, some kind of extensions might be actually valid to use, or up here at 200,000, something like that. Maybe. Uncle Film knows where some resistance is. Why do men never get bold in the bear region? Yeah, I don't know. We just get gray hair. Why the woman never get bald on the hair region, like up here? So moon on hourly. No, the moon is coming. Oh, it's the new moon now, guys. It's the new moon. It's the moon. It's the new moon. Welcome to the bear market, guys. Welcome to now this is the new moon. Sorry, this is the full moon. And you see, every time we have full moon, we go up, we go up, we go up, we go up. Not that much, but we did go up or sideways, up or sideways. This is big ups. And on the new moon, we go down. On the new moon, we go down, right? And right now, we're gonna get a new moon over here, so we're definitely going down. Definitely, because you know, on this channel, we respect the moons. And on the 1 hourly, I think we can get. There we go. There is the moon. Guys, that is the new moon. Welcome to the bear market. Only legendary TI uses the moon phase. Yeah, I don't trust Fibonacci's, I don't trust Elliott phase, but the moon phases, guys, it's the nature, it's the universe. How can you not trust the universe? Where are all the bullish YouTubers? Ah, they took the vacation. Guys, guys, my very first sign that we are in the bear market. My very first sign that we are in the bear market came up here, somewhere around here. You know that this is the top. That, do you know why I was like over here and I was like, okay guys, maybe it's over. Do you know why I was like that? Because Ivan Ontech, I don't know if you know who Ivan Ontech is. Ivan Ontech, because this guy, entire 2018 2019 bear market, he was making daily videos every single morning. I was making daily videos, and then suddenly one day up here he was like, nope, I'm done with this, I'm gonna go concentrate on my, and even the bull market, he was shilling so many altcoins, guys, he was shilling so many altcoins, and suddenly on one day he was like, guys, I'm gonna stop doing daily videos, I'm gonna go to vacation, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna focus on programming, on building something real and stuff like that. And we're like, hey, whoa, wait, are we done? Is it already done? Because he was my, actually, in the 2018-19 market, I was thinking like, once we get to the top, I'll know, because this guy will know, because he's been, you know, in 2014 bull bear market, 2017 bull bear market, and now, if there's anybody who's gonna know when we are hitting the top or bottom or something like that, this is the guy. This is the guy. And when he actually came on the live stream and said, guys, are we gonna stop doing the daily videos? I was like, shit, is it already over? I was telling my, I was so down that day. I was so down. I was telling my wife, like, I think it's over. I think it's finished. I think it's finished, because he stopped doing daily videos. I think it's finished, you know, over here. That was my first sign. But, you know, I didn't want to believe it. You know, the price starts still going up. You know, there is always chance, you know, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna continue going up, right? Always a chance. Unfortunately it didn't. Unfortunately start, and then over here, like down here was okay, no problem, it's just a small pull down. But over here, like, okay, let's call it game over. Let's call it game over, right? But this over here, it was the very first sign, and that's when Ivan Ontech actually came on the live stream and said, like, guys, you know, I'm done with daily streams. Is there resistance as 33,840? Maybe. $33,000. Yeah, but we are hitting that right now, man. What you talking about? That's the 20 moving average. That's right over here. Do you see this? Let me show you. See this? Let me show you. See this red line? That's the 20 moving average. 20 moving average sitting exactly at 33,800. Where is that? How did you learn to find the support on the dollar just by looking? I didn't. It took me like 3 years to figure it out. And and now I'm telling everybody. That's why I don't like any other tech analysis, because they haven't figured it out. Who did just ask me for the support? There. Juan Villa, are we hitting resistance at 33,840? Yes, we are. You see here, that's the 33,800, maybe 840 or something like that, but 33,800, that's the 20 moving average. That's why I'm saying moving averages act as a support and a resistance, guys. You can see here right over there, that's the resistance. That's where we cannot get above. You can see here we go above the resistance, but right back, that's rejection. Above resistance, right back, that's rejection. 2 wicks cannot get above the resistance, that's rejection. Right now, dumped from the resistance back to the resistance, cannot break it again. That's again starting to be a rejection. This technically is not a rejection yet, but it will be when it closes below it. But we are sitting just below the resistance, trying to break the resistance. It looks bearish, that's why I'm saying. And that's how you know, that's how you find, you know, the support resistance lines and stuff like that. How did you learn to find support and resistance on the dollar? You know, when I started to doing TA, because everybody starts by, you know, saying like, I don't believe in technical analysis, but the only thing you have to do is go to any kind of chart, and you know, you go to any kind of chart, and you try to find some kind of patterns. Like over here, you know, you see some kind of pattern that's forming up here, right? So you start putting up some lines. This looks very nice, and then you know, you let it go, and then you see that, you know, the lines actually get broken. And then we got some other. Let me do a better example over here, maybe. This should actually go over here, something like it, maybe down here. Depends, you know, you try to figure out where the support and resistance are, right? Something like this, right? And then you play it, and you see if it's actually being held or not, right? And that, you see how this downline support are actually holding really nicely, right? Then try to break, and then once you break this upper line, you know, it explodes. It explodes, right? So if you want to learn tech analysis, you just go and start drawing the patterns or wherever you see, and then you know, you go to sleep, you come back, and you see that you know, the price is actually respecting your support and resistance lines, right? And that's how you learn. That's how everybody knows that to find you know, on the dollar trading lines, trend line. They don't actually know how to find on the dollar, but you know, there is a reason how to find where the support and resistance will be on the dollar. There is a way to do that as well, right? How do you find it on the dollar to hit the line? But you know, understanding trend lines is very easy. Understanding trend lines is very easy. You just draw trend lines and you see that price is respecting it. No, the more difficult thing for people to grasp the concept is when the price just goes up and it hits some kind of line up here, and they don't understand why it, you know, got rejected by that line. You know, they're like, okay, what's up here? And they cannot find any kind of trend line that goes there. There is no moving averages because all the moving averages are below it. So how did we hit this on the dollar? Why did we hit it exactly there? And then you go here and see that there's some kind of wick, but the wick is up here, so we should be up here, not down there. So you know, my thing was like, how do you find where the price is gonna hit it on the dollar? You know, when it goes up, you wanna find the on the dollar this support, because you see all the time you see all the time that price is going down, and then some magical numbers, it just starts bouncing, and you see a lot of like volume coming at exactly that point, and you are asking yourself, yeah, but why did it come at that point? You gotta figure out why did it come at this point and not at this point down here. You know, that's what you gotta figure out. And once you figure it out, you know, it's very basic, and everybody likes that. It's very basic. Everybody knows where support and resistance are. Everybody knows where support and resistance are. So if you look at these channels over here, these are support and resistance lines, guys. Resistance, resistance, support, support, support. These are the trend lines that are creating the channels that are the supports and resistances. These horizontal lines are support and resistances, and the moving averages are also support and resistance. Like how many, and of course the moon phases. So like, how many more things do you need to figure out? And then people are like, oh, I don't have enough support and resistance, man. I gotta have my Fibonacci's as well. Okay, here's our support. Here is a... How much support and resistance? Yeah, and then, no, this is not enough. We gotta have more. We gotta have more, guys. What more can we add to make this even more unreadable? Let's see. Let's do Elliott waves A, B, C, D, like something. Yeah, maybe something like this over here, down here. I don't know. Down here, up here. Yeah, let's add Elliott waves. No, we gotta have also, because we don't have enough support and resistance line, guys. We gotta have more volume. We gotta have a volume profile as well. It's not enough. We gotta have like 2000 up here, row size. Yeah, 2000 is nice. There we go. Now we know exactly where all the support and resistance are. So let's add them as well. Exactly on the dollar where the support and resistance are. Yeah, these are, you know, we gotta have more. We gotta have more. We don't have enough supports, guys. We gotta have more supports. There we go. Let's go day trading. Okay, but if you're gonna go, we cannot do day trading on the daily. We gotta do it on the 5-minute chart, guys. We gotta do it on the 5-minute chart. There we go. Now it's nice. But now that we are looking at the 5-minute chart and this change, so we gotta zoom in. Yeah, we gotta zoom in. Now we gotta, you know, on the 5-minute chart, we gotta add more supports, because, you know, you have 5 minutes. We are doing day trading right now, and then we also got to have the Fibonacci over here as well, right? And then we gotta have the Fibonacci over here as well, right? We need all these supports, guys. It's important. Then we forgot the trend lines, of course. We got a trend lines over here. There is a trend line, of course, going here, and there is a trend line going over here, something like this. Right now, we have the support. There we go. So where are we gonna short or long, guys? What do you think? Is this bullish or bearish? What should we do, guys? What should we long it or should we short it? Do you have whiskey in your coffee? I have to check the moon for you. Yeah, we gotta add the moon phases to this as well. There we go, but there is no moon phases yet, but you know, we know it's gonna go up. Moon phase is too big of a chart. We gotta have more. What more can we use? Can we use gun or something like that? I don't know. What are people using? Circles. Yeah. Like, you know, it gets too crazy. Then you are like, we gotta add all the indicators. We gotta add all the indicators as well. We gotta add more indicators, because these indicators are not flashing. Why would we use RSI? It's just one line. We don't want to use that. We're gonna use something like RSI, some special RSI. RSI bands, RSI. Yeah, this looks like it's a special indicator. No, it's just one line. Let's use some kind of special RSI with a lot of lines. RSI Algo Trader. Oh no, not that one. That's public library. RSI public library. RSI candles. No, RSI Algo Trader. RSI the history strategy. Yeah, more indicators. Oh, I don't have enough room for indicator. Let's remove the best thing ever, like moving averages, because they are not too flashy enough for us, and add something more. RSI. Is there something on RSI here? Yeah, this has a lot of letters, so we use that. Yeah, it doesn't give us anything down here. Why do they work or not? RSI plus. Yeah, nice. You see here, this is RSI plus. It got more color, so it's more useful. This is not useful because it doesn't have enough color. We gotta have color. Let's crypto face. Is it called crypto? Crypto face. I think he has like indicator. Crypto face. You just call face. CF. Maybe CF. CF magic tricks. Yeah, I don't know what that is. TF stochastic, I don't know. Ah, this is nice flashy lines, and you know, so forth and so forth. Like, you can add so much stuff you want, you know, and you know, to finding support and risk. But what are you doing in technical analysis? What do you want to get out of the technical analysis? That's support and the resistance, right? You want to know where the support is, where the resistance is. You want to trade that. When it hits support, you want to see if the support hold. You want to trade to the upside. You want to see when a resistance get hit. You want to trade at the downside. That's what you want to figure it out. It's market cipher. Yeah, Mike, we gotta have market cipher. We gotta have market cipher. Market cipher. There, free version. Yeah, free version is nice because I think free version is oh, it's up here. That's not. It's not flashy enough for us. Yeah, this one down here, it's flashy. Like when you have this many indicators on the chart, you know, you can finally start day trading. It's very important to be on the small time frames. 5 minutes is big time frame, so you want to go even deeper in because, you know, that's where you see the price movement. Price action, very important. Price action is very important. You want to see the price action when you're putting orders in. You want to get, you know, when you're seeing the price moves this fast down and up, you know, your adrenaline starts pumping, and that's when you do the best trades, man. That's when you do the best trades. Your adrenaline starts pumping. You see that, then you go to your exchange of that you want, probably on Bybit or Phemex or something like that, when you can do 10x on 1 minute charts. And then on Phemex you also got this order book, right? That's you know, flashing too fast, and then you got the trades that are being done right below it, you know, and the trades are showing like showing right trade, so you get this adrenaline pumping, and that's when you click buy and sell buttons on the support and resistance. Now, when you do that, like, there's no way you can lose money. There is literally no way, because how can you lose money with all the indicators? Look at this. MACD, these 7 are RSI plus. It's not just RSI, it's RSI plus. We are doing RSI plus with this nice red. You don't even have to look at it. I can do like this, and you already know whether it's bullish or bearish. Why? Because it has nice color. It has a red color, green color. Green good, red bad. Like, how can you fail? How can you fail? CF stock. It doesn't says stochastic, it says CF stock because it's better. Less letters, it's better. And you see these lines, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know, but you know, you can, and you know, Market Cipher, he's like genius. He's like God. Day trading God. All of these. You don't even have to think about, you know, when you're gonna click buy, sell, where the support and the resistance are, whether we are bullish or bearish. No. You see green, you press buy. You see red, you press sell. How much more difficult can it be? How much more difficult can it be? Volume, we forgot the volume. We gotta have the volume. We gotta have the volume. Now we can do tank analysis, guys. Now we can figure out where the price is going. So what you guys think? Are we gonna up or are we going down? Are we going up or are we going down? Since we are the upper part of this, you know, this, since we are upper part of this, or we were an upper part of this triangle, of course, we can see here there is no room in the VIP, so there is no resistance here. So if we manage to break this level here, we will go all the way up to the next level of the volume that's up here, of course, and there is a lot of support on downside. So, you know, the probabilities to the upside, if you just manage to break it, just like over here, this is a failure, but you know, if we break it again, you know, we're gonna go all the way up to 33,800 again. That's the point, guys. That's the point. Of course, you can see the volume has been going down over here, and exactly on this point over here, we had this crossover that makes us bullish. So we're gonna wait a little bit more until we actually break, and now we are getting this red candle down here that's actually putting us down. Ah, man. This tech, it's too easy. I don't understand why you guys are not making money. I don't understand why are you guys not making money. Look at these indicators, guys. Look at this public library. Like, you can literally make money without doing anything. You can just pick which one of you want to do. Look at this. Ripster's IMA cloud. There's a cloud. You don't even have to use Ichimoku cloud. You don't even have to use Ichimoku cloud. You know, you can just use like cloud. What was cloud? Yeah. What's his called? Some cloud. It was some cloud, man. It was some cloud. Like, you can use whatever you want. Look, use whatever you want. Slow Heikin Ashi. Slow Heikin Ashi. It's not a normal Heikin Ashi. No, this is a slow Heikin Ashi. Elliott wave oscillator. What's that, man? What's that? Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. Especially these really like histograms are really helpful. Like bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. Like, his course is on DVD. 7 DVDs, man. 7 DVDs. 37 days of video. 37 days of video. So how can we fail? How can we fail? We don't want to go up to the big time frames because that's gonna throw us off. That's gonna throw us off. The Bitcoin resistance has been broken so often she bellings on the streets. Chill till yeah, I gotta chill. The best lesson I've ever had. Not joking. Thanks, bro. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Love the stream. Such a great vibe. Who says we ain't making money, bro? I don't know. Are you making money? Are you? iCloud or Amazon? I don't know what you mean by that. 10,000 hours of tutorial. Yeah, at least. But like, how can you lose money when you're looking at a chart like this? Is shorting now is good? Let's see if shorting is good, guys. Let's see if short. Oh, look at it. What did I tell you, guys? What did I tell you? I told you no. There is no resistance here. Look at the move. Look at the move, guys. Look at the move. Right across the street. Like I told you, this thing over here, this volume profile, bam. See that? Because resistance, support, bam. And also we broke this Fibonacci circle. See the Fibonacci circle? Now we are in the red circle and we are... See here how we are getting rejected by the red circle right over here. We're getting rejected right over there. Why? Because the circle Fibonacci's numbers. Yeah. Heh. Ha. My TI is superior because look at all the indicators, guys. My TI is superior to everything. I'm professional because I can read 7 indicators at once. I see RSI over here plus giving me some kind of overbought levels. It gotta come down a little bit. You see, I already know. Where's Moonshine and why aren't you wearing a mask? Yeah, I should be wearing a mask in the house. I don't know, man. I'll correct that. Did the moon phases flash again today? Yeah, it did, man. We got the new moon on 1 hourly. I'll show you the new moon, man. The moon phases. Where is it? Where's the moon? There's the moon. Over here. No, that's the new moon. Yeah, it's 1 hourly. If I can just... You see the moon over here, guys? See the moon? There you go. That means down. See, down already started. Pull back a little bit and continue going down. Got a feeling the audience might have got your point already. Maybe. Yeah, I'm usually like that. I'm usually like that. I like to, you know, when I get a joke, you know, I like to overdo it, overdo the joke, and you know, kill the joke eventually, and you know. But now I lost all my nice lines, so we gotta go back. We gotta go back, guys. Oh, there is. There we go. I think I got my lines back. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, I don't want to lose my lines. Support and resistance line. That's all it is. That's a mess. I can tell you, you like drilling it right in. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. When I find something that sticks, I like push it all the way through, and then like when you kill people, like, hey man, chill, it's over, it's done. Relax. How can you do TA with this simple chart, TA? Yeah, how can I do TA? I don't know, man. My 200 went up there. Yeah, it's too simple. Like, how can you figure out whether you're bullish or bearish on this one? That's because people are missing the basics of TI. People are missing basics of TI. How do you know that something, you know, is breaking the support or resistance? How do you know something is holding the support and resistance? Like, important question, ask you, go to the chart and try to figure out, okay, there is the support. How do I know that support is being respected or not? How do I know that the resistance is being respected or not? What are the signs that are showing me that, you know, support and resistance are being respected or not, right? And so forth and so forth. And when you figure these things out, like, you figure out how the price is moving. When you're hitting the support, there is a reason you have double bottoms, right? Or double tops. right? There is a reason, because you know there is a resistance. You hit it 2 times, you know, hit it first time, you know, oh nice, respect it. You hit it second time, oh respect it. 2 times, you respected the resistance 2 times, oh it's good, you know, reversal, good. Possibility of reversal, probability, not always 100. There is no such thing as a 100 thing. But you know, when you figure that out, you'll figure out, you know, and why are people using simple moving average? No, why are people using exponential moving average over simple moving average like I am doing? Most of people that you watch on YouTube, they use EMAs, right? Because somebody told you, oh, you should be using EMA instead of EMA. Why? Every institutional investor, every hedge fund are using moving averages, 50 and 200 moving averages, 100 moving averages. They're looking at the chart. But no. We, the day traders, no. We gotta use EMAs because we are looking at small time frames. And no, we cannot use the. We cannot just use EMAs. We cannot just use EMAs. No, that you know, it's not. Wait, it's not enough to use EMA on EMAs. We gotta use some weird numbers as well. We gotta use instead of 10, we gotta use 9. Instead of 20, we gotta use 21. Instead of 50, no, we cannot use 50. It's too round. We gotta use 55. But 100 we'll use 100. I don't know. And 200 we'll use 200 as well. 50 is too. Sorry, not over here. Over here, 50 is too controversial, you know. You don't want to use 50 on EMAs, but 55 is fine. But when you get 100 and 200, no, then 200 and 100 randoms are fine. I don't get it. But yeah, why EMAs over simple moving? Have you ever tried to figure out why are people using exponential moving average? Why are people using 29, 21, 55 instead of 10, 20, 50? Have you tried to figure that out? I have. 3 years I've tried to figure out why are people using EMAs over moving averages. Like 3 years I've tried to figure out like why are people using all these indicators that are not making any sense. Don't forget he's a government asset. If you fancy, okay, and enough about this now. Let's just go to my indicators and stuff like that. The only reason I'm using the RSI and the MACD and this down here, the RSI, if you try to figure out 10 most used indicators in the investment world, RSI, MACD always come up. Like everybody, literally everybody. It doesn't matter how big or small investment firm are, they're always using RSI and MACD, always. And third one is just MITing, you know. And before you can use MITing, or before you can make your own thing, you gotta understand the things. And once you understand things, you can try to build on that. EMA is lagging, of course. Koinski said EMA is a lagging indicator. EMA isn't, from what I learned. Yeah, because that's the biggest hustle they are doing on you guys. They are showing you 200 moving average, 200 moving average, and they are saying no, this is not correct resistance line, guy. No. You gotta use the exponential moving average. No, this is not correct. This is not a resistance, guys. This is not. No, exponential moving average. Where's my exponential moving average, Emma? I just hit it. There you go. No. Exponential 200 moving average is the correct one. You see here, this is the resistance, not this here. This is the resistance. So they're trying to tell you that this is the resistance. It's not. But yeah, but you see here, man, we hit that resistance. No, it's not. Sure, sometimes it hits, but this isn't the reason why you're hitting this target up here. There's other reasons why we're hitting this target, but you know, people will try it. But they're gonna tell you, no, this is not resistance. This over here is the real resistance and stuff like that. And why are they saying that? They're trying to fool you, because this is the real moving averages are just resistance lines. They're just resistance and support lines. So when price goes up, you know, we are watching this one. There is no investor, big hedge fund, big money. No investor is looking at exponential moving 200 exponential. None, not single one is looking at exponential moving average. There is no such thing called dead cross on the dead cross between the 50. Let's just change the color to yellow. there is no such thing as a death cross between the, you know, 50 and 200 exponential moving, because nobody is watching that. Nobody looks at 200. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I use rainbows. EMA is hot. Emma is much more lazy, but it doesn't matter whether it's lazy or not. Look at here, man. Look at it. It doesn't matter. You can say that you know, moving average is a lagging indicator or whatever. It doesn't matter if it's lagging. It's what's the purpose of moving averages? What's the it's not a lagging indicator. Moving averages are not supposed to tell you which direction the price is going. Moving averages are only there to act as a support and resistance. So when you go up, it's acting as a support. When you go down, it's acting, sorry, when you go up, it's acting as a resistance. When you go down, it's acting as a support. That's the only purpose of moving averages. Whether moving averages are lagging indicator or not, it doesn't matter. It matters zero. It does not matter, because it's acting as a support and resistance, not as an indicator for where the price is gonna go. EMA 55 and 20 crosses on the daily, weekly. If you wanna see resistance and support lines, average means nothing. You wanna see the resistance is, check at which price the most orders are placed. That's the resistance, similar for support. No, Dimitri, you're losing money. Check which the price most orders. You know, when you go to the exchanges and you see the order books, you know, you see the order books. This order book, right? I'm gonna write here. Order book. You see order book, like right where the prices is. This is the biggest hustle ever. You know, people are gonna see here, oh my god, over here, right over here, that's at 34,000. That's where the resistance is. And here at 31,000, that's where the support is. This doesn't mean anything. Order books are manipulated. It costs you $0 to put 5 billion order just up above here. It costs you $0. $0 to manipulate books. It costs you nothing to, and there is a people on exchange that have a lot of money, and it costs them $0 to manipulate books. Okay, it costs them $0. So if you want to manipulate the books, you can do it. It costs you nothing, literally nothing. No fees, no nothing. You can just put any kind of order at any kind of price, and you know, people like Dimitri or some other people that don't understand support and resistance, they're gonna say, oh my god, look at that support, or look at that wall of resistance. And what's gonna happen? Well, price is slowly gonna come to that resistance, and suddenly that entire wall will be moved up, or it's gonna go down to some kind of support, and the entire support will be moved even lower down. Why? Because that's what they do. They're manipulating the order books as 100% manipulated, and they cannot be trusted under no circumstances. You should close the order books immediately. Only thing that order books should be used for is to see if there's enough liquidity in the books to fill your position or not. That's it. Order books are 100% manipulated. We got the full moon, dump time, boys. It's not the full moon, it's actually new moon. Knock, knock, welcome to the channel, man. TA Fans Club, first member. Green name, enjoy the green name, enjoy the emojis, you know, that's what we are here for. Thanks for supporting the channel. I understand what you're saying for values way further away from the current price, but for closer prices, what creates support and resistance if not orders, a magic line on the chart. Yes, a magic line on the chart. Once you figure out the magic lines, you will never look at the order books again. How do you think we know where the price is gonna hit it on the dollar every time? Not every time, but a pretty decent amount of times. Because support and resistance lines. Why do you think people are putting orders in the book if they are not looking at the chart? Just a second, guys. Okay guys, that's it. I gotta go. My kid wants to play games, you know, so I gotta go play games. Anyways guys, I hope you learned something new, you know. Check out the you know, Patreon. If you want to learn technical analysis the way I do it, you know. See here, technical analysis crash course. If you want to learn the crash course, you're gonna go check it out. Thanks for knocking for joining the TA fans club. I hope you got a little bit more interested in TA, guys. I gotta go. You have a kid. Look at my beard, man. What do you think? Yes, Magnus, we are closing the books immediately. Good. There was one random time I saw another BTC order stop an uptrend, then quickly moved. Yeah, I mean, sure, there can be big, you know, when people are putting big orders on the buy and sells, yeah, they might also be looking, you know, for some kind of resistance to put a big order because they know the resistance is eventually going to be broken and they want to sell. But it doesn't mean that, you know, that's not going to be like a resistance or support line. Big order, sure, in the short term can actually mean that it's some kind of, but it's not something you want to base your trading on, you know. Order books are there just for you to figure out if there's enough liquidity to get in and get out. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's it. I gotta go play games. See you around, guys. Bye bye. Should we play the ending intro? Okay, bye bye. There we go.
The late adopter, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamin to painkiller. The late adopter,